Hello everyone, my name is the Emerald, and welcome back to another Neverness to Everness video, or NTE for short. Last video was going over the heist, how I go through the heist and get my funds like efficiently. This time I'm going to show you everything for the jail, specifically all ways to escape and the better ways of getting the outfits, because there isn't actually the outfit you can get. It's the one you wear while you're in prison. So I just came out of an escape myself. So we'll quickly head over to the mainland to show you exactly first how to go to jail, but I think that part's pretty easy. Alright, we are now back on the mainland, so let's quickly show you how to exactly just, go to jail in the first place, and exactly what you think. You're just gonna be a public menace. So, best way I've seen is just fucking bother people, just beat them up, right? Just absolutely beat them up for their money. Yep, they could even drop their stuff. He dropped a breakfast bag, which is kind of insane. I would like your stuff, please. Hand over all of your money right now. No one's safe. Hand over your wallet. Yep, you're not safe either. Nope, you're not safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. I didn't think you're safe. Oh, I can't punch anymore. That's sad. Alright, now that you've seen that we become a public menace, we now have 1 star. Oh, you want your hands? Okay. Yeah, piss off. I don't know who you think you are. Alright, now that we've gotten that, the police, here's the police. Okay. So you could do one of two things. You could either cooperate if I guess he's not gonna give me that option. All right, well, we're gonna beat him up. We're gonna go the harder option because he's not gonna let us cooperate. You can either just just be more public menace and have even more cops on you, or you can die to them, or if they're in cars, I believe on the main road they actually give you the option to like resign, like you don't cooperate with them and you go to jail like that way. They didn't give you that option, so we're gonna be public menace. We didn't even show you the secret boss, so let's quickly do that. I'll come back when I get to 4 stars. Alright, we're about to hit 4 stars, so let's quickly show you this. As you can see, there's a lot more shit spawned. Now that we hit 4 stars, you actually get locked on by the Justice Executioner. This boss is really fun. Let's go with that. It's level 99, and any hit it does, one-taps you. Just straight up. You don't believe me? Let me quickly show you by time. But I thought you got this right. He dies. He one-taps you. Just know that. You actually can't beat him. I don't think he has that. He probably doesn't have that much health. But you just gotta be very careful. For now, I will not show that just because this is a video on just specifically like the actual escaping prison, not this fight. Though this fight is, I definitely will probably make a video probably beating it, see what happens. That'll probably be after this one though. So for now, we'll just be defeated by him. You lived? Wow, that's actually, I don't know if that's more sad for him or pretty insane for you. Alright, now that you die, you actually get under control and you'll be sent to prison. This cutscene plays every single time. I'll be skipping it after the first time just because I don't think there's anything really unique about watching this over and over again. Also, no, I believe, from what I've seen, it doesn't matter what star level you get captured, you're always going to be in prison for 7 days unless you extend it while in prison, which I find kind of insane. So they'll be like, alright, it's not lights out, you're in prison, yada yada. So, here on the side shows you how many days left remains in detention time, or how long you're in prison for, which is 6 days. We'll talk about this in a second. This is in the potential escape, we'll talk about that, and this lets you just, end like the day for now. Alright, quickly show this off. This shows off all 5 escapes, and this actually gives you rewards for Star Weekly, which we'll get back into, and some funds. Here's all 5 escapes. I'll go through each one. We'll go from top down, because some of these are a lot more interesting. So I gotta quickly check. Yeah, alright. I believe I know what all these are. Some of these are like kind of annoying, but I think I know what these are. Okay, so we'll start with another world. So we have to make sure the person isn't here. So another world starts with this section here. So there's a little cutscene where like your character's like, oh my god, what's it called? Like, oh, like there's a wall here and there's a bricks. You can try to break these down. Now to do this, you actually need a spoon. Let me quickly show you that. First, we'll rest for the day. This skips to the next day, so you're actually only in here for roughly like 5 days. So when this day starts, you can start digging at this at the very beginning if you have spoons. Right now, as long as you make sure she doesn't walk in and see you. And then you could do it one more, I think 2 more times actually. Once only like once in the entire section, and then another time near the very end, after, like, before you go to sleep again, just that timing. So see, she'll walk back and forth. If you dig it while she's right here, she will catch you, and that's no bueno. So yeah. For now, let me show you how to get spoons. Just end the morning, and you go into lunchtime. So this is not, honestly, there's not much interesting here. There's some items that can spawn on here, which we'll talk about in a second. We'll talk about that probably at the end. But the main thing that matters is this section here. So you can view this, and you can actually take the spoon, but you have to make sure the person that's sitting here is overlooking at the sink, and then just spam the left option over and over again until you get the spoon. That's the only way to get spoons. I currently have 4. You're going to need, I think, about 2 to get through the end, to get through the actual thing, if I'm not mistaken. Now, honestly, the hard part is just getting back to the wall. So we'll quickly just end lunch here. Ending lunch will bring you into yard time. There's a lot of stuff here I can talk about, but we'll talk about them for their respective endings. So for the time being, we are probably just gonna have to just end the day, because you can only do 1 ending per jail run, because obviously it's an escape you're doing. So there's that. Yeah, I'm just looking around to see if I miss any items, but it doesn't look like that. Okay, so I'm gonna cut back when we can skip the day. All right, yard time is now over, and this is just the final section right before lights out and all that. I'm going to hold off on grabbing those uniforms and everything. Those are all for specific endings that I want to save for when we get there. So for the time being, just walk around. Keep note of both of this NPC back here. If you spawn all the way back over there by that door, just walk to the complete opposite side, onto the left, and you'll find her. She'll be important later for some other things, so keep that in mind. Keep in mind if I find her, this NPC over here, keep in mind of her. Keep in mind of that NPC over there. There's a lot of NPC I'd be mindful of. There's gonna be another NPC that we don't see for now because we haven't triggered it, but we'll talk about her in a little bit. And there's one other one that we won't talk about. Alright, now we can start this. You can start digging at the wall. It tells you if someone's coming by. So we'll just get 1 brick. And she's gonna start walking through. I think she gets close enough to where she can actually, do something. Yeah. She'll stand right by your door, right there. And if she catches you, it extends your time, and you definitely don't want that. So we're gonna wait for her to walk the other direction, and then when she does that, we will be able to keep hitting the wall. She should be turning around. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Wait for her to be out of vision, and then you're gonna be smacking the bricks a lot. This is what you're doing, and your spoon will break. The reason you're getting multiple is because your spoon actually does break in the middle of this process, which is not fun if you ask me. If we can show it up here in a second, it should break soon. Yep, there you go. The spoon is damaged. Now you saw I lost a spoon, and I can't keep going. Let me quickly see where they are. Okay, we can do a few more. Yeah, you're gonna be doing this a lot. I believe you need 2 spoons to even do this, which is not. I don't find this fun. Oh, stop right there. Yep, you're gonna be doing this a lot. All right, I'll cut back when I actually, go through the wall. All right, we're at the final brick here, so we're quickly milling it right now. There we go. Spoon is damaged, but now we can escape once you mine everything there. You do only need 2 spoons. Now keep this in mind. You got to do 1 special thing. So for 2 endings, you have to go through the sewer section. Don't get caught in the sewer section. It extends your time, and you're gonna have to wait a little bit of time. This one's a little better than a different ending, but just don't get caught. So you see these spotlights going around. They will, if you get spotted by them, you will get caught, and then you'll be put back into prison, but with some extended time. Honestly, the extended time is just there just to see how many times you mess up the exit. Also, if you walk in this water, you get slowed down significantly. So let's just quickly dodge these spotlights here. Alright, so here's this one. Oh my fucking god. Though I'll skip this. I'll skip it when I have to go through it a second time, because I don't think it's that fun to watch it multiple times. I don't think so anyway. Go over this way. Go over this way. And then this one's honestly the worst one, but it's the final stretch, so it makes sense. So we gotta wait for the spotlights to go all around. We'll hit this way right here. And the home stretch. Boom. You just jump here, and you're out. And that is ending number 1. That is the most obvious one in my opinion. That's like the one you like, oh, I understand. It tells you exactly what to do, but it definitely can take the longest because, you know, you have to mess up. Ignore the discovery reward. I've already discovered this, so I don't get those rewards. But yeah, and the game puts you back here, which I think is kind of funny. It doesn't put you back on mainland, which I find kind of funny. All right, so that's ending number 1. Let's just go straight to ending number 2. We'll quickly see if I can show off like if you cooperate with the police, and then from there I'll just stop showing that because it's not really that fun. All right, we're back in the mainland here. Now let me quickly show you this. We're gonna stop this car. We're gonna beat it up a little bit, and then I'm going to see if I can force take their car. They're gonna be like, absolutely fucking not, because you just banged up my car. And now we're just gonna keep punching the car. She'll try to drive away, I think, but we're not gonna let her. Yep, there she goes. And now we can take the car, and that puts you automatically at start level 1. So that's a fast way of getting it if you really need to get into prison. The cops will be showing up any second now. There they are. Alright, now let me see if I can show this. So I need them to drive up to me. 2 police officers are going to walk out, and one of them should okay, bro. And then one should walk up to me. He's going to try to. And yeah, you can cooperate, and then you go straight to jail. I would say do that if you can. There's no real reason to like just extend your time and just waste your time. Just cooperate and you'll be put in the prison here. So we'll skip this cutscene real quick. Alright, here we are back in prison. Now we're going to go for ending number 2, which I think is not as much more difficult, but it definitely can be a little more convoluted if you're not careful. Okay, so it is be like water. So we'll quickly do that. We actually, to even do this one, we have to get to yard time. That's the only chance we have of doing it. So we're gonna quickly do that. So I'm going to quickly just rest here, and I'll come back when it's yard time. All right, so we are now back at yard time. So to start this off, we actually have to quickly talk to a guard here, and then say you are not feeling well. Let's get this cutscene, and you're gonna be put here. Now you're going to see that you can interact with this cabinet, but you actually can't just because she's vibing around. So the best thing to do is to talk to this feigning prisoner who's faking an illness. Tell her to keep drawing the doctor's attention, which, you know, she will, or he, depending on what gender you are. She'll go over there, and then you just go over here, view it. Oh wait, yep, there you go. And then you take it, and then you're done here. You can leave him. You can now just leave. We'll come back to this. That's another ending for a different issue. Now that we have this, we can now run over quickly off this way. This is going to take a day because it doesn't proc immediately. But now that you have this, you can now walk through this door here in the lunch area. You can only do this during yard time, by the way. Walk down here, and you're going to see these bars you interact with. Interact to use the disinfectant. There we go. You're going to press it twice. And now that's going through. You guys come back tomorrow, so once tomorrow hits, you can go through there. We're going to cut to tomorrow, and I'll show you what that means. Alright, it is now the next day. We are back out at yard time. So now we're going to just walk back and show you the bars. So let's just quickly do that. Now that the day has passed, now you can actually go through those set of bars and escape. So let me go down here real quick. As you can see, the bar's no longer there. You can now interact with this to escape. And when you go through this, you're gonna have to go to the sewer thing again. As you can see right here, you have to go. It's the exact same like mini game you have to do. Just go through it. I'm going to skip to the end, and we'll show you the ending there. All right, so my dumbass got caught. But as you can see, if you get caught, it just extends the time. I was at 4 days, now I'm at 7. It increases your detention time by 3 days. There's literally no other repercussion. I haven't seen any. And like the bars don't reset or anything, so you can just go back to your time and try again. This is the worst one in my opinion, just because you have to keep like going through yard time, and like you can't automatically. You have to wait about 20-30 seconds to skip to the next part, which I don't find fun. So just don't mess up the sewer part, and you're in the home stretch. So yeah, I'm gonna do this when I don't film my run. I don't know why I always fumble when it comes to that section specifically, especially on that ending. I don't know why. Anyway, I'll quickly just come back when I don't suck. All right, back at yard timeout, and then as you can see, just run through here. Like I'll quickly show that if you do fail it, the thing, you immediately just run back and just escape again. So just showing that right here. And there we go. I've just made it out the second this time, and we're done. And it's the exact same thing, but just a different way of how you got out. If you personally ask me, I think the the spoon ending is a little better. Both require at least 2 days to go through, and you can easily go back into your room a lot more often than you can go out that way. So there's that. Oh, am I stuck? Oh, oh, okay, there we go. The game was trying to like, the game, because you try walking through here naturally, like it forces you out, but because it puts you further backwards than you should be, you'll be kind of stuck sometimes. All right, that's ending 2. We'll go straight to ending 3, and I'll come back when I'm back in prison. All right, we're back in prison. It took a lot longer because I was like, all right, I'm going to cooperate, and then they started shooting me, so that was fun. All right, the third ending is going to be cheat death. This one is a little bit more effort you have to do, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as a certain other ending. So, yeah. For now, we're going to have to wait to get to lights out. We have to get to that point. So we're gonna be here for a bit. So let me quickly go do that. Alright, we are now in lights out. So let's quickly talk about what you need to do. First, you have to go over here and talk to this lady here, Living Fossil. She'll tell you that she really wants like a figurine. It's like a Nashi doll or something like that. We could talk if I could find it. Yeah, she wants a really cool figurine or something. So we can't easily procure that, but someone in this establishment can. If we run all the way back here, like I told you, you could talk to Spider. Spider is now going to be important. You can now ask her about an Asahi Inori doll. You have to ask for that. You gotta come pick it up tomorrow, so you do have to wait for that. And then yeah, we now have to wait for tomorrow. This ending takes 3 days. This is the first day. You gotta come back to our second day. And then the third day is where you actually can escape. So yeah, we're going to just get to the second day, and then go from there. All right, we're about to end the yard time, and we're going into the second lights out. Now go back to Spider. You can talk to her, and you will be able to get the Asahi Inori doll. So we go here, ask her, ask about the doll and the doll you wanted, and then it's on the house. There we go. Now we run all the way back to Living Fossil to hand in said doll. If I go all the way over here, yep, you talk to her. She'll go on this big ass tangent about that you gave her, and then she gives you Restinol. Why she has Restinol, I don't really know, but I'm not gonna ask questions. Now we have to get back to yard time. So we're going to the next day. We're just gonna skip over to yard time. Like I said, this is a pretty longer ending, a much longer ending than the other two. All right, here we are at yard time. Now this is the day we escape. So we will talk to the guard here, and then we'll say again, we're not feeling well. And here you don't have to talk to the feigning prisoner. You can now see you have an option here to actually inject yourself with the Restinol, but she has to be walked over that way to do it. And once she does that, just spam the left option 4 times, inject yourself, and it works well. You get knocked out, they presume you dead, and then they send you off, and you have now officially escaped. Good job. I don't know where she got Restinol from, and I honestly would love to know who her dealer is. Yep, you go get up, they'll be like, damn, this is crazy, and then you just jump out. And that's it. That's ending 3. Alright, now we'll get to ending 4, another kind of annoying one, but not nearly as bad. I actually think you can get this pretty damn easy. You just have to know where to look. So like we'll cut over when we get to ending 4, and yeah. Alright, we are now back in prison. I swear they should they should just put me here forever, because clearly I don't listen, right? So ending 4 is going to be extreme sports. This one is a little bit more convoluted, if you ask me. Like, it takes a lot more, know-how. It doesn't really give you like an exact answer, but we can get it pretty easily. So let's do that. So we have to actually get to, I think the first thing we have to do is get to yard time. I don't think there's anything in lunchtime that we can get from. So we'll quickly kick over to yard time and go there. Alright, we are now here in yard time. There's I think 1 or 2 items that we can get here. So let me quickly just make sure it's something here, because there is sometimes something here. Alright, now. Alright, so we're going to quickly run back into the building, and we're going to get our first item. So we're going to go here, run past her, and we're going to go here and grab these bed sheets. You're gonna need these bed sheets, so hold on to them. Now I think there's nothing else I think off the top of my head that you can get here that's important. So we're gonna cut over just straight immediately to lights out, because that's the next section we do. So let's just add yard time, and we are now back in the lights out section. So when you spawn, immediately run to your left and grab this grimy detention uniform here. We're going to need that for later. There's both a set of bed sheets and a uniform we need. So let's quickly run over here, past this, and we have to grab this, but we have to wait for the guard to actually not be directly in front of us to grab this. I think now is fine. Let's just spam this, grab this. There, we got the uniform there. I guess you didn't see that, sure. All right, and now we have to walk up to the 3rd floor, where the stairs over there. We have to walk up to the 3rd floor up here to get ourselves the last set of bed sheets we need. This person here will be blocking the way, but the moment you approach her, she'll be like, what do you need? Say that the guard's looking for you. She'll run off immediately. Just run in here, view it, and then just spam the left option, and you will get the bed sheets. Now we're almost done with everything we need. We just need one more item, which is back down on the 1st floor. Let's just jump down here, and across here in this special like room here is where like the guards area is. You can walk in here. I didn't know you could just freely walk in here. You think you wouldn't be able to. We need this special item here. Wait for this guard to start walking that way. Just spam this left option 4 times, and boom, we now have the watchtower key. We now officially have everything to end the game, and all we need to do now is just go to sleep. Well, actually, I won't cut anything here. Now that you go to sleep, you can now ask for work. That is a thing you can do in prison here. You can ask for work, and I think you get like credits or FODs or something. We don't care about that. What we care about is actually the prospect of leaving. So we call the guard over. If I can give the option, call the guard over when the day begins. She'll make her sorry ass. So she'll like walk her sorry ass over here, and you pay these. Say the second option. I like to do some work. I'd like to do some cleaning specifically. And then when you get the guard tower key, you can say go up to the roof, and then just walk over here, hit this thing, and you have now officially escaped. This is definitely by far the fastest one you can do. It only requires 2 days, and it's just a bunch of item collection. And once you know where all the items are, you can just keep doing this over and over. I would use this ending for whenever you have to come back to prison, which you're gonna have to. I'll show why, but you're gonna have to come back at some point. Now, those are all the beta endings. Those are all the endings that were in the closed betas for this game. There's actually one more ending that was actually added to official release. I will show that here. It's a lot more hands-on. There's a lot more things to do, but I'll show you how to do it. All right, we are now back in prison one final time for show you the last ending, Into the Chaos. This is the one they added into full release, and I definitely think it is more hands-on with this one, but I think it is pretty fun. So this one will also show you, I'll show you exactly where you can use these start weeklies at, and a bunch of other stuff specific, because I don't really want to come in here 6 times, so I'm not going to do that. So we are going to quickly rest here and go into the day. I think it's just best if I cut to, I think I got to go to lunchtime first. I actually don't know what the first thing I have to do is. No, the first thing I have to do is go to yard time, yeah. So no, I actually do have to go to lunch. Let me cut when I get to lunchtime. All right, we're here at lunchtime. For this ending, you actually do need a spoon. So quickly go over here and grab it again. If you don't ending 1, you know exactly how this goes. Just wait for her to walk over to the sink to look at nothing. Wait for her to do that. All right, cool. And just start dragging the spoon. We now get spoon. Perfect. We're down here. Now the next thing to do is to go into yard time. The yard time is the first thing we gotta do. Once we go there, we can look for the last NPC that I was referring to. That we didn't see it earlier, but we're going to need to. So now that you're in yard time, walk all the way down here, and you're going to see this NPC getting bullied by someone called Tornado and Cyclone. Talk to Tornado and just say stop to stop the fighting, and then you will be caught by the guard and you'll be put into solitary confinement. The NPC will then come up to your door. Her name is Hermit Crab, or his name, I think. And then afterwards you can talk to her, and now she'll say you can find her at a certain cell. You actually do need to do this to even talk to her at all, so keep this in mind. Okay, now we need we need to do, I think, one other thing. I'm trying to remember what exactly we all need for this. That might be everything. I actually don't remember. Before we do that, just in case, let me actually make sure. So if you go up here, I'm gonna run all the way up here. She is right here. You can talk to her here, and she'll tell you that she has a special esper ability that lets her basically just dislocate her joints and go into any small cracks. So that's cool. And you see here, if I give her a spin and have her stick into the electrical room, I might short circuit the power system in the thing. So that's how you start the ending. Before we do that, let me quickly I'll quickly just cut to record a section of that, and then the next part of the video will be me doing the actual ending, but I need to cut this for showing everything else. Alright, I just finished showing off all the stuff for the daily, like Star Weekly stuff. So now we're going to start ending 5. So we're going to talk to her. You'll talk to her as long as you have a spoon. You can be like, I want to get out of here, but you hand her a spoon and you will just get out. Right? She'll cut the power and you'll have to go through this ending. I'll show you exactly how to go through this. You're going to walk over here, turn on this faucet, then walk all the way back here into this storage cabinet and hide in it. Wait for the guard to walk past a good bit, because don't wait for it to immediately swing to the right, because that can still get you caught. Wait for the guard to walk by you a good bit. So she'll walk by a little bit, wait for her to keep walking past a little bit, then get out. Walk this way. Make sure to walk this way real quick to grab this side door key. You're gonna need it. It's important to do that first. Alright, and now we're gonna be doing this section. Yep, looks like the guards have already noticed. And then don't get caught by spotlights. I didn't know about this in my first playthrough. You can actually hide behind this stuff. It took me a while to figure that out. So you can hide behind here, and then it's gonna the spotlight will come here. It won't find you because you're hiding behind this stuff. And then we'll have to go through this entire section. Alright, you can get up now. Keep going here. Hit this here. Actually, can I make it? Yep, we did. Wait for the light to go past. Alright, then we'll walk through this door. You're gonna hit this left, wait for this to go through. You're gonna run this way, wait for the light to go past a little bit. We're gonna hide right here. Wait for the light to go past you again. Get up, and then just start running for it. Alright, we're gonna walk through this door here. Alright, so if you did not grab the side door key, you actually have to make an effort to go back for it, which I have no idea how to do it naturally. You'd have to open this door here, and it lets you go back into the area. Yeah, walk away from that light. It'll let you go back in the area and try to get the side door key. I don't know how to get it without getting the guard's attention, because the guard is just sitting there. So that's why I would say grab it. Oh, I got caught. I would say grab it there. Alright, I got caught. That's unfortunate. So I extended by 1 day, really? Alright, so I got caught, but again, grab that side door key on your way out, because if you don't, you'll have to go back in to grab it, and I have no idea how to get it without grabbing the guard's attention. Alright, so I got caught, but thankfully, it's not that bad. If you do get caught, just make sure to go through lunchtime and get another spoon, because if you don't, you can't do the ending. So there's that. So I'll quickly just do that, and I'll show you, like, I'll even show that the gate actually stays open after if you get caught. So I'll come back to that. Alright, we're back in it again. We're going to do the exact same thing where we turn on the faucet, walk over to the cabinet, go into the cabinet, and just wait for them to go through. This part is just the slowest part. This ending is pretty cool. I think it's much more unique, and you can clearly tell it was added after everything else, because it's the one that requires the most effort. Wait for it to walk past a little bit. Okay, should be good. I guess it wasn't good enough. I guess she was still there. Wait, okay, I guess it goes up, but okay, I guess she wasn't there. Yeah, that's the one thing I have an issue with. You can't physically see them, right? You just have to go based off that meter. It doesn't tell you how far away they are, and you can't look in the cabinet, which is annoying as hell. So I guess they're waiting again, and again, it does burn through your spoon. So just, I would say every time you're doing this, just keep burning, just keep getting spoons. So you know what? I'm just gonna cut to when I don't get caught. All right, we got out of there. It was annoying as hell, but you could. Oh wait, the door's not open. Oh, I guess the door doesn't open. Okay, I thought the door opened. I guess not. All right, we'll quickly just speed run through this section again. Just don't get caught, and it's not that bad. So we'll quickly just do all this. Am I gonna cut this? Yeah, we'll cut this. I'll come back when I get back to the section. All right, so once you actually grab the key, you can just go over here, open this door, and then just make a mad dash this way. I don't know if the cops actually do come and get you if you don't get there enough, but just run down this way, go over this way here, and then you're going to go over to the boat here and interact with it to escape. And bada bing, bada boom, you are out of there. That is ending 5 done. So that's it. That's all. That is all 5 endings. So I'm going to cut over to what exactly you can do to get more of those dark weeklies, and what, like, how to get the outfits. It's not something you can do in one sitting, because of course the game makes it a daily thing. But yeah, after enough time you do it, you can definitely get the outfit. So I'll cut to that, and yeah, that's how everyone will show. Alright, so this is coming directly after talking to Hermitcraft the first time. We haven't started the 5th ending yet, we're in the middle of it, but before that, we have to show you something else, how to get the actual outfit itself. So if you talk to Spider, the one you needed for ending 3, you can ask her what good stuff do you have, and she will show you her full array of shops. Ignore everything down here. While there's all this cool stuff, you do not need this. This is not necessary stuff. This is for when you burn out the rest of the shop. So what's important is up here, you can see she sells you star weeklies for strong painkillers, and you can use those star weeklies to purchase the outfit that you're currently wearing, and you can wear it wherever you want. You need 15 of these star weeklies. Currently right now I have roughly about 8. My mouse is doing funny things. You can also get some 300 the annulet, which is a summon currency you need for 4. I would say probably get that last. I would say get the outfit first and come back for this, because 300 is not that much. That's a lot. It's almost 2 pulls. That's about it. So you do need to get these strong painkillers, and then you can change it for Star Weekly, and you just need 50 for that. Now, how exactly do you get these strong painkillers? Well, I can quickly show you. There are 3 sets of items that spawn in here daily. Yes, daily. You have to come to prison daily. There are 3 sets of items alongside the strong painkillers here that can spawn that you can trade into, which are the playing cards, the weekly felonies, and the soaps. You need 5 of each to hand into a specific NPC, and they'll give you a strong painkiller in return. Right here is Squidball. You can talk to her and hand in these weekly felonies. Right here. Oh, sorry, it's 2. My fault. I thought it was 5. You can talk to her and hand in 2 for 1 strong painkiller. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. That's that. So there's that. I don't think there's... I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I believe... No, the other 2 are during lunchtime. So I will quickly cut over to lunchtime. I'm going to have to end the day here, but that's fine. I don't really care too much for that. So we'll end the day here, and I'll show you where the other 2 NPCs are. Alright, we're back out in yard time. So let me quickly show you where the NPCs are. In yard time, you can go back into this building here and talk to this this person named Crocodile. She asked for the bars of soap. You do need 5 to hand in for 1, so keep that in mind. And then if you run all the way back through this gate, through here where you did ending number 2, you will see this NPC here named Gord. You can talk to them, and they will ask for a set of playing cards. And by sets, I mean 3. So yeah, so she needs 3 sets of playing cards, and she'll hand you 1 strong painkiller. So there is that. So that is everything there. Just hand them, you have to come in here daily, collect the items in here, and hand them into the respective NPC, get the painkillers, and get the outfits. It's gonna take a while, but once you get it down, I think you can get it within a week or so, I think. Alright, just keep coming in here at least once a day, do that. Do the ending 4 extreme sports. It's definitely the easiest and fastest, and you don't have to do any BS around it. So yeah, I'm going to now cut over to the ending 5. You'll see you won't see this for now. This will be the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a like down below, comment down below what you see next, subscribe for more content like this. If you do enjoy this game, tell me exactly what next. Most likely I'm going to be doing NTE combats next. I want to do more in the end game, but we'll see there. I hope you have enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.